Are we live online too?
Hey, welcome. We're super excited to have you guys on the line this evening. This is a great time to be able to gather everything you need to be able to take notes. That way you'll be ready for the mentorship call, which is immediately following this call. Also, make sure you reach out directly to your success team and let them know to hop on the line. We are live on Columbus Trade Lounge on Facebook. We're also live on Tiandre Willis on YouTube. So you can copy the link. Make sure you send it out to your team. Remember to comment. Let us know that you're on here so we can give you credit for that. We have a couple things we're going to go over today. So we are excited to be getting started here. Make sure you comment once you hop on so that we know you're on the line, whether you're tuning in on YouTube or on Facebook. Let us know you're in here.
What's up, y'all? I want to welcome y'all here as well. Look, we got a lot of good information for y'all tonight. Man, we're gonna go over something important. And while we're getting warmed up, I'm gonna give you a little outline of what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the importance of vision. We're gonna talk about seeing it and experiencing it. We're going to ask you to remind yourself why you got started on your journey, no matter what that was. And the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, is going to be how to be successful. How anyone can be successful with I Am Academy. Anyone. And we're going to put you on to Where to Find the Boot Camp and upcoming boot camps. So this is going to be a good call tonight. You know, we're going to focus on some keys to success that everybody needs, no matter what you're doing. I'm just excited, man. I'm pumped up. I just really feel it deep in my bones, man. I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for this.
So again, make sure that you drop a line in the comments. Let us know that you're on here. Drop some fire in the chat if you are excited about this evening. We'll be getting started here shortly. All right, I see y'all on. Don't be shy. Let us know. Man, drop some fire in the chat if you were on the flight school training Saturday. Man, just amazing. We got some insider secrets about Bitcoin as well as other cryptocurrencies. We also got to hear from the CEO of Mastery Academy. We also got to hear from, Alex Morton, Eva Tapia. Everybody was in the house showing love, and it just shows how amazing the team is that we're on. And so we're super excited about all of that.
Oh yeah, I'm on the cell phone here watching y'all's comments, man. Yo, you want to get into it? It's 8:37. And I think we might need to send Terry the link so he can join. I think he might have some.
That's what I was telling you to.
Okay.
Send him to Telegram.
All right.
We got you, Terry. 1 second. Check Telegram for me, please. All right, go ahead. You start. I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. My phone about to die though.
I got you.
All right, y'all. So that was my lovely wife, Nikay. We're so grateful to have y'all here. We cut this music down a little bit. We get a little hype. So, yo, listen. The importance of vision, right? You know, I'm pretty sure you probably heard all kind of played out overused sayings like, without vision, the people perish. Things like that, right? Well, that's very true. Like everything that you have in your life right now is based upon a divine design, right? And if The creator that you believe in and that you study in and pray to is like the creator that I believe in. This creator is a very generous, very, 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 very on time God, right? I know that sounds cliche too, but see, you have to be able to hold that vision, because when you start a business or when you start investing or when you start reaching towards your goal, your plan was not necessarily okay, cool. That plan wasn't necessarily for it to fall apart, crumble, or die. But I think sometimes here are some hangups that you might want to avoid. You might want to write these down, right? Avoid self-doubt. Learn to pay attention to the pattern of what you're saying and what you're thinking to see if that correlates with what you want or what you don't want. You know, for example, I was speaking to somebody just tonight, and they said, everything this is what I want to do. This is, but it's the cost. It's, will people believe me, or will people work with me, or will this, will that, will this, will that? All of these things that they were saying, they thought to me, but they were actually saying them to themselves, killing their own dream right there. And I think we've, sometimes when something happens around you so often, you start to lose track of whether or not if it's really you or really the right voice to be listening to. And something my mentor told me, in order to keep my vision, in order to have my goals be successful, I have to learn how to defend those goals and dreams. But often we don't think that we have to defend them from ourselves. But the truth is we do. So sometimes if you don't keep your vision, you have to actually defend yourself from yourself, because you'll lose sight and your vision will dwindle. So one tool, right? Write this down, see it and experience it. When I first started out about 6 years ago, I challenged myself. I said, you know what? Everybody that I talked to in the beginning was telling me that it wasn't work, or wasn't going to work, or it's not real, or this, that, and the other, right? So I said, you know what? Let me start asking people, what have they experienced? Not very many people said that they had had dinner with a millionaire before. Not very many people said they'd actually been to a training before. Not very many people said they had sat in a Bentley before. Not very many people said they had been in a $3 million home before. Not very many people said that they actually made some sales, or helped someone else be successful. So that was how they came up to that conclusion that it did or it didn't work. So I said, you know what? I need to go see it and experience it for myself. If you have ever seen the movie Maze Runner, that's what that movie is all about. That movie in Maze Runner is about seeing and experience it for yourself. And I'll give it really quickly, right? And I'll kind of digress for a second. But in the movie, they had this place called the Green. And in the Green, this is where all the little boys, right, would be put. And these are like young men, like teenagers in the early 20s. They were in this little green area that they couldn't escape. But once a month, they got a drop of supplies. And there was a way out, but it was into a maze that nobody had ever been into before, right? They had never been into the maze before. But so happened, and they had maze runners who would go in from time to time, and these were select people. But everybody else had the rules. You're not supposed to go into the maze. So this is what you got to see and experience it for yourself. Because the guy that came up, the last one that came up, he said, you know what? I want to go in that maze. I want to go see it for myself, because this can't be all it is to life. So you might be in that position right now. You might be in a place where, man, all you're doing is living, working, paying bills. Living, working, paying bills. Dark 30 to dark 30, clocking in, clocking in, clocking in, clocking out, clocking in, clocking out. And your bills are getting paid, but you're not getting paid. You feel good. You may have some satisfaction, but that that next level of life is there. So I say experience it for yourself. Because after about 2 or 3 years of doing the business, I started getting invited to dinner. I started getting phone calls. My mentor calls me and says, hey, you haven't called me enough. The person that people say wasn't going to help me is the person that helps the most. The experiences that most people avoid, or most people see right in front of them, and they say, well, is it worth the trouble? That's exactly what you need to do. Here's my wife right here. She's a living testimony. She was an entrepreneur before I was. And you know, guys, most of us have that challenge with our wife. Are you going to believe in what I'm doing? Are you going to support me with what I'm doing? And maybe we can actually have a men's call just about what does that really mean? What are you asking for support, right? But what I did was I just said, you know what? Whether my wife supports me or not, I'm going to do enough to where what I'm doing supports the family, so that whether she supports me or not, she got to respect it, right? And it's not really that she's submitting to me for that respect. It was a love respect. It was, if you're going to put time and money and energy in this, make it worth something. So I'm going to segue to why did you get started? No matter what you did, why did you get started? What are some things that you can add to that, Nikki? Like what comes to your mind when people say why, when you ask somebody why did they get started? What are some of the responses that you get?
I mean, mostly, to get back my time or to earn additional income. A lot of times it's about a lot of times it's not about the person themselves. Like a lot of times it's about they want to see their family in a better position, or they want to see their children grow up differently than they had to grow up. But then sometimes it's, people have already found a certain level of success, and what they're finding is like, man, I've gotten to this level of success and I thought this would be it and I wouldn't necessarily have to work anymore. But what they're finding out is that they have to continue working or else the money doesn't keep coming in. And even though they've achieved a level of success, they have to be able to sustain that, right? And so a lot of people are so used to working from the neck down, right? Meaning having to work with their hands or literally walk into work, that they're looking for a way to be able to make money from the neck up. Like, yo, can we do this smarter, not harder? I think we've all heard that phrase. Excuse me, but a lot of people have just had this epiphany, like, my job is not my daddy. The government's not my daddy. If I'm asking God to provide something specific, like additional income, another stream of income, or something like that, it has to be something that I don't necessarily have to put my hands on to see it run or to see it take off. And so a lot of times those are some of the answers that I get. So a lot of people think, oh, when you start a home-based business, it's because you broke, you know what I mean? Because but no, that's not the case. Like wealthy people start home-based business all the time because as a tax shelter, but as you get educated in these things about business, you start to see like, okay, that's why entrepreneurship unlocks another level. It's not just about the money being made. It's about, okay, I'm making more money, but I'm paying less taxes. I have this stream of income coming in, but I don't have to be there for that to make money for me. Like those type of things free up resources like time that you can't get back or you can't double up on time. So that's just that. So, the thing is, you all have to decide your why, and whether you've done it before or not, if it's changed at all, make sure that you message your success coach and let them know exactly what is your 5 reasons why you got started. And like I said, a lot of times don't stop at the money, right? I got started to make $10,000 a month. Okay, great. That's a great place to start. But what does that $10,000 a month really mean for you and your family? I got started to become a master trader. Okay, great. What does being a master trader look like for you and your family? And then that's what you want to hone in on and send that to your success coach. And that's just to help you, right? And a lot of times these steps are easy to do. And because they're easy to do, they're also easy not to do. And so what happens is people end up skipping these things thinking like, oh, well, that's a small, simple thing. But sometimes that small, simple thing is actually everything. So.
See, that's key. That's a major key. And I think a lot of times, like, that's what happens to a lot of people. It's like, okay, is it really that easy? Is it really so easy as remembering why I got started and using all the tools and all the people around me that will help me? I found out that once I actually took it serious and actually started moving towards what I wanted and keeping it at the forefront of my mind, it actually attracted great leaders and great people to me. I think it's only hard for people to find great leadership and support when they're not really, when their vision ain't right.
Right.
And I think you said it a moment ago when you said that you got to keep that. If it's your children, keep it. How would you really work if you knew it was going to free your children and your family? And belief, Do you really believe it? You know, there's a difference between belief and believe. But I really want to show you guys something. I hope I can share my screen with you. Nikkei can help you with that. You did? Oh. Oh, she already had it up. Okay. So what we want to do here is I want to show you new students who are in the academy how to find the boot camp. Nikkei is going to kind of navigate that as I discuss it, I guess, because she's good at that. And we're sharing our screen now.
Let us know when you can see it. Let's know in the chat.
And we're going to try to wrap this up because we have a mentorship call in 11 minutes.
Okay, so real quick before we get into the actual finding the boot camp, Mr. Ezekiel Moore did have a couple words to say, and then we're going to show y'all where to find the boot camp. So while Ezekiel Moore is talking, make sure that you are on your phone so that you can look at it through your laptop. Does that make sense? Everybody get it? All right, cool. Ezekiel, I'm about to add you on. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hear you loud and clear, bro.
So y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome, man. I apologize. I wasn't able to get on like right when the call started because I didn't have access to the link, so I apologize for that. But so I don't know exactly what was discussed. I came in on the point where Miss Wills was talking about basically writing down your 5 reasons why you got started. And one thing I wanted to touch on is that, like, for me, myself personally, I know sometimes I have a hard time with just execution. I'm not sure if anybody on here is struggling with that as well. So I actually began to read a book. It's called The 4 Disciplines of Execution. But one of the things it highlights is it says you have to focus on the wildly important. And I think that this is why our team is so awesome, man. I promise you, because right off the bat, it tells us what to focus on. You know, what's the main reason why you got started with this business? The 5 reasons, right? Those are the wildly important things that if you focus on them and you make them a part of your everyday affirmations, if you make those things, you know, really put them at the forefront of your mind, what it is that you got started for, what it is that you want, what it is that you're going to get out of achieving your goals, it will give you that fire and that, you know, that really, that push to really execute what it is that we already know we're supposed to be doing. Because, like I say all the time, every time we listen to a mentorship call, a lot of times when we get on there, the mentors are really saying a lot of the same things. Like the story hasn't changed from the beginning. It's just about our level of execution. And for me personally, I know that as I continue to build this business and really focus on building my training cap, that execution is going to be extremely key. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
Man, thank you so much. We are just so grateful for your leadership, for your confidence, for your vote of confidence by partnering with us. And we're just super excited, not just for you, but we you know, we've heard the testimonies that have come out of your household, and it's really been a testament to what happens on the other side of belief. And I think sometimes we look for that reward too quickly, because we live in this like instant gratification type world. But if we just not only take that first step, but have the commitment to something, that means being dedicated to it even after that initial feeling has passed, what would be on the other side of that? And I think some of the testimonies that come out of your household, your wife not having to return to work, and being able to take care of your children, your business is super successful, your trading is super successful. And so we're just excited to see not only what happens for you and your family, but the lives that y'all going to continue to touch. And so thank you for taking the time to hop on.
You are a perfect example of all that, my brother. So let's do this real quick. Let's show you the boot camp. We're going to go through the boot camp, and then we're going to update you on an upcoming boot camp that's going to be major, man. I'm so excited for this upcoming boot camp next week. And for those of you who are like trading and getting ready for the week, this is about to be big for everybody. So listen, here's the boot camp. So the first thing you want to do is log into your im.center. This is what you're going to see. Now,
can you see the screen?
Let's see.
Let us know in the chat.
And also, I'll see it here too.
Are we live in the group or are we live on the page?
We're live on the Facebook page, and I'm sharing it. We got a watch party going. See, we up. See, we live.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so you're not going to see my pretty face on your account, but your account will look much like this here. You see me in the Hall of Fame there,
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go down to Go Live.
All right.
Click on Go Live. It's going to open you up a new tab. So click on that, Vanna Nikay.
Vanna Willis.
Vanna Willis. Right. All right. So once you click on Go Live, it's going to take you to the main educators page, right? You're going to be able to see the educator and the curriculum. Who you're going to look for is Manny Quinones. The easy way to find it, is to scroll down to harmonics. In harmonics, you'll see a sunflower. It looks like a big sunflower. Click on that, and Manny has actually, you passed it.
I know, I just want to show you what it looked like.
Yeah.
What all's in there.
Okay. Manny has created a super awesome harmonics course. Once you click on his class, you're going to see, of course, his face, his days and times that he's online, but the shortcut, the cheat code to the boot camp. And let me tell you how important this boot camp is. This boot camp is special. First off, Manny Quinones is the voice you hear in the main academy. So what he did is he took each one of those academies from the very starters all the way to the expert and broke it down into 8 boot camps, into about 8 hours worth of education. So you can go through the entire boot camp in about a week, 2 weeks, 3 days. I did it in about 2 or 3 days. That's just because I'm me. I'm not trying to. I don't want you to be me. I want you to be you. You might be able to do it in a day. But here's the point: you're going to be able to get the education in a bite-sized manner that you can keep up with, and it's a full hands-on walkthrough, so you don't have to worry about not catching it. You can simply walk through this boot camp. Go ahead and click on Manny for me, Kay. We're going to show them how to find. And shout out to those of you who are on the Facebook Live that shared this. Shout out to you who are commenting and fully engaged inside and outside of our group. We just love y'all and we appreciate you. And we got 3 minutes before the mentorship call. So we're going to show this to you really quickly, and then we're going to hop on the mentorship call. Keep your notes ready. If you're not inside of our Project 10K group and you want to get on tonight's mentorship call, let us know. We'll get you an invite. It's free, but it will max out. I'm telling you, this is the hottest thing popping right now, and it's everything we're doing is maxing out. So next, what you do after you bring up Manny's course is you scroll down and you'll look for recorded sessions. Go ahead and scroll down a bit, okay?
It's just loving. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So favorite sessions. Click on favorites, and it's going to populate each individual course, and each course is labeled. It'll say boot camp 1, 2, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the screen's loading here just for a second. So it's going to pop up. Okay, the Wi-Fi's good.
There's comments there.
Yeah, we got comments in there. What's up, Lou? What's up? What's up, Marcus Sanborn? Shout out to you and the family, brother. We need to connect, brother.
Okay.
All right, so.
Oops. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, we need to connect, man. You know, there's no better thing to do other than to create and build with those you love and your family, man. And we constantly have y'all in our thoughts and prayers. So once you got the boot camp up here, once you get to recorded sessions, that's not many.
Oh.
That's not many, Nikki.
I was like, the same. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm pretty much done. I just want to show the boot camp.
All right, boom. All right, so we're bringing that up. Anybody got any questions while we're waiting for that to load?
We've had some really amazing testimonies this week. We've got some new people who've done some amazing things.
Ooh, tell them what happened this week.
Man, one of our new students, he's only been in for about 5 or 6 weeks.
Oh, no income claims.
No income claims, but let me put it like this. For somebody who, how can I say it then? Well, let me say this.
It's not fair.
It's so unfair that we can't tell you how good it is over here.
Y'all got it. You have to get on one of the actual calls that we have.
Pull Manny's up. Yeah, so
because we can't say on social media.
Yeah,
but
we can't say on social media how much money people are making.
If you're on like the webinars, that's when we get into.
I'll put it like this: he had a 1,000 McDouble day. How about that?
No, you can't say that.
Oh man, I tried.
No income claims, just facts. Man. This was facts of what happened.
Maybe one day you'll get your 1,000 McDoubles too. We're having some trouble with this strain thing. What's going on? Okay, you afraid to click the button?
Also, we had another person had some phenomenal results.
What up, Lou?
But, she'll be on our call. So all this week, we'll be doing calls to go over not only the most recent testimony, so you can hear from real people just like you who, a short period of time ago did not know what Forex was, right? Who are having some phenomenal results.
Right.
You'll also be able to get a full view of what the Academy is and what it offers. So we're showing you, just specific things here, but you'll also be able to hear from people all around the world. So super excited about that. All right, so we're waiting for favorite sessions to load.
Right, so he's want to load up favorite sessions, and once they load up, he's got them listed in order: boot camp, 1 through 8. It should be popping up here in just a second. Excuse us for the.
So once it loads, you're going to look for what? You start with 1 or 8?
You're going to really, this is what I suggest. It's riding in the car today, and we're thinking to ourselves, like, isn't it awesome how many people we've shown this to who become massively successful? We must have a gift of showing people how to be successful with this. And we want to show you exactly what it is. And that's, not to talk later, we'll get to it, but we got something special cooking for y'all who want to be successful.
All right, come on.
But yeah, what you want to do is you want to start with the Mastery Academy series right here. What is Forex, right?
So write that down. For those of you on the call and the team, you got this available right now.
Yep. February 1st, 2020. A Mastery Academy series, What is Forex? And then you want to start the boot camp. Boot camp Mastery 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 8. Usually by the time you're through with 8, you're ready to be profitable, because what he's doing is he's giving you the mindset, the lingo, the strategy, so that when you pick a specific educator or strategy to follow, you can keep up and know exactly what they're telling you to do. If they're telling you to use the 3-finger strategy, you know what it is. If they're saying use the reverse teacup, you know what it is. If they're saying use the DeLorean, you'll know what it is. If they're saying stop loss, take profit, he goes through all that in the basics and puts it in a compressed, short, sniper shot, so it's laser beamed right into your head, so that you don't have to worry about guessing. You know exactly what you're looking for. So you get the fundamentals with the boot camp. You pick and it's grooming you to pick a strategy and an educator so you can be successful. And guess what? DeLorean is having a boot camp coming up here real soon. Did you get that slide?
No, I'm sorry.
I said, well, there's going to be a boot camp. If you want the details on it, check here in the Columbus Trade Lounge group. I'll post it later.
Perfect.
That way, you'll miss it. You got a couple of days to prepare. It's coming later in May. But there's a DeLorean strategy where it's almost no major claim. Let me say this: it's special.
It's litty. All right.
Special.
So we are way over time. We absolutely adore you guys. Thank y'all so much for plugging in with us. Hop on the team call. It's already going crazy. Telegram's going crazy. So super excited. There's some new leaders we're going to hear from tonight and hear their testimonies of what's been going on for them. Because how many of y'all know life is happening for everybody? And I don't know about you, but I'm super excited at just how many people are winning in a major way with what we're doing here, because it shows you what is available. So listen, we love you guys. Hop over here, hop on the
Get to the mentorship call right now, y'all. Don't miss it. Trade Lounge group. I'll post it later.
Oh, where you are right now may not be your fault, but it's for sure your responsibility.
And we don't look down on nobody unless it's to pick them up.